I'm in the zone like AIDS full blown. I'm killing it like a blind man reading. I'm feeling it like, oh, yeah, here comes the, oh, here comes the, oh, here comes the, y'all already won it.
G'day everyone, welcome to the Brothers Weekly Wrap, proudly brought to you by ASN Cairns for all your supplement needs. Well, it's finals time and the whips are cracking. The games got underway Friday night at Vico Oval, where our second division side took on Mossman Port Douglas Sharks and surprised plenty of people when they put in a really polished performance to come away with a 32 points to 12 victory in their elimination final. Dispatched the Sharkies for another season and they've advanced themselves an extra week into the finals. As we said, pretty polished performance. Crossfield Warrior crossing for 2 tries. To everyone who was there in attendance on the day, it was really a high quality game of second division footy. So congratulations to the boys on their efforts. Moving into Saturday, they got underway with our under-19s, putting in a pretty polished performance actually. The game was over by half time as they led 36 points to 4. And they went on with the job in the second half to come away with a 62 points to 14 victory. Coach Bobby Berg, no doubt he'll be happy with the crispness of the attack shown throughout the game. He might have a little question mark over a couple of little defensive lapses that led in a couple of soft tries. But all in all, it was a really, really good performance by our young players. And they were really led up front by a number of players, but Bo Berg was exceptional, getting a hat-trick, and he was certainly supported well with Adam Hepworth crossing for a hat-trick also. Young Heppy is a new incarnation of Terry Lamb with his backup abilities. And Jai Doherty, another one of our under-17s players, stepping up. Pretty good day with the boot, kicking 9 from 11. So those guys, they'll advance again into this week into a grand final qualifying final against Innisfail Brothers. Best luck in that one, boys. In the A-grade game, Taylor 2 halves, doing it quite well in the first half. Had plenty of opportunity down Ivanhoe's end to score points, and were able to come away with not through maintained pressure, but an 18 points to 0 half-time lead. A couple of long-range tries through Janico Hardwick, who was exceptional on the day, and one to Evan Child as he dummied and sliced through. That half-time lead, 18-0, got whittled away in the second half. Ivanhoe's never said die, and they certainly come back and had a mountain of possession and field possession, and showed plenty of patience to chip it away at the lead, to force an 18 points all draw at the end of regular time, forcing both sides into golden point in what really was an edge-of-your-seat nail-biter. Both teams certainly delivered in those final 5 minutes as well before Gabe Tognolini picked up a pretty scrappy pass, showed some soccer skills before slotting over a field goal from about 20 out. A couple of notable performances on the weekend. There's plenty of guys who really put their hand up, but it's hard to go past a couple of the guys. Janico Hardwick, with his long-range efforts, proved a handful all day, and he's certainly playing with some great gusto. Also thought Evan Child was great again. He pulls the strings extremely well for such a young guy. He's quite composed, and he proves a handful every time he looks to run the football also. Troy O'Sullivan, I thought, while not making any of the great big line breaks or massive shots, he was extremely busy throughout the day and had a massive game, as was the veteran Benny Fitzpatrick. Beat the first, second, third tackle every time he touched the footy, and really wound back the clock, and it was certainly hard to handle and hard to go past Gabe Tognolini with his match-winning field goal. Also played well on the day. Moving forward into this weekend, 4 grades in the finals, so certainly a bit of a fish fest. That'll start on Friday night out at Smithfield Sporting Complex, the home of Ivanhoe's, where the second division side will take on Mariba. Bit of a bogey side of ours, so we'll be certainly keen to turn the tables this week. They play 7 p.m. out there at Smithfield. Before we head into Barlow Park on Sunday, our under-19s, where they'll take on Innisfail Leprechauns in a grand final qualifier. The loser of that match will survive next week, but the winner will go straight through to the grand final. That'll be played at 11:30 a.m. Reserve grade game to kick off at 2:40 p.m. We'll see our reserve grade side take on Yarrabah. The winner of that game going straight through to the grand final as well. It'll be a big effort to stop the entertainers, Yarrabah, who are in fine form at the weekend, but if we continue our form from throughout the year, we'll give ourselves every opportunity. Before, in the big game, In A grade, again against Yarrabah, kick off at 4:10. Loser, season done for the year. The winner will move on to play the loser of the Mareeba Innisfail Brothers game. So plenty to play for this week. If we can take in the defensive attitude that we had at the weekend in that A grade game, going to certainly be hard to topple. So best of luck to all teams, to all players, and until next week, go the fish.